Are you still missing 1 or 2 upgrades to your ship? Well, I got your back, because today we're going to be going over one last way I know how to consistently get your samples and a few tips from the community. So go ahead, lock in, and let's drop in for this hell dive. So in my last video that I dropped for you guys, we went over best ways to be getting samples for your ship so you can fully upgrade it. Since that video dropped, we haven't had any, and I'm saying any, extraction missions or defense campaigns pop up. So the devs obviously know what's going on. That is a little upsetting to me, and I'm sure it's upsetting to some of you, but regardless, we work through these things, and I'm going to give you another way to do this. So first thing I would say that you would want to do, if you're a solo player, you're going to go ahead and you're going to get to a search and destroy mission. These search and destroy missions are basically the same as the extraction missions, in the sense of they have a smaller map and the same amount of samples you would find in, say, one of the 30-minute missions. These missions tend to have about 40 to 50, I think, super samples. No, not super samples, rare samples, excuse me. And you'll basically go into these missions, and the best thing about these is you're going to be completing the objective at the same time as doing the mission, because those red dots are technically your points of interest as well. You can find the terminal, the satellite on the map, and that will show you all the points of interest as well. If you have the armor on, I'm pretty sure it still works, but I remember getting in on one of the games and it not working. And in particularly the search and destroys. I would go on, open my minimap, and nothing would show. So if you had that happen to you as well, let me know, drop a comment. But at the same time, it should still work. You should still be able to scan over your map to find all the points of interest, ping it away to find enemies, and to be able to make sure that you're finding everything. But I would say the fastest way to do that is to just find the one objective that's the satellite. It basically reveals the whole map. So what you're going to do is find that, and then you're going to hit each point of interest on your way, and you're going to basically do the same thing that we went over in the first video, is hitting them, grabbing the samples, and running. Now, it's not going to be as easy as the extraction, because the extraction missions, luckily, you would find those clusters like I was talking about of maybe 10 to 12 rare samples just sitting there with a bunch of common samples around it. Those aren't going to be popping up here, unfortunately. Here you're going to have to hit the points of interest, and you'll be maybe finding 3 to 4, hopefully, at each point of interest. But if you hit all the points of interest, you should find all of the samples. Simple as that. The other thing I would add to that is you will be wanting to keep an eye out not only for the patrols, but just for the abstract stuff on the map that isn't going to help you at all. For instance, there is certain areas, points of interest, that are just the crates of ammo and a weapon. Those never have any samples at them. So if you see that area on your map, don't even bother. They usually have, unless you need ammo, but they usually don't have anything at them besides that. So don't waste your time doing a lot. Just make sure that you're hitting areas that you know are going to have super samples or samples, whatever you're going for. Now, the last thing I would say about this mission type is that since it is all spread out across the map, you will want to make sure you're running a full squad. I know I said to your solo players, you're going to want to listen up. But in reality, you're not going to have enough time to do this by yourself. Trust me, I attempted to do it by myself on extreme, like you're seeing here, and I did not have a good time. I think this is actually me running with a squad. Yes, this is me running with a squad. So I'm urging you guys to run with a squad to do this method. If you have friends, get them on, get them playing. You'll all bust your samples out in a matter of minutes.
What did he say?
Or maybe an hour or two. If you're someone like me, who's looking for randoms to play with, you can even do that. And most people aren't going to give you a hard time, like I said in my last video, about getting samples. Now, the best place to find a squad that is looking for samples, if that is your intent, to find a squad that is just looking for samples, I would seriously recommend joining the Discord. Join the Discord, go on to the matchmaking segment, and look in those LFG communities, the looking for game basically. You're gonna find a bunch of people in there looking to play to find samples. So, highly recommend that. Go to the Helldivers Discord, set up an account, be a part of it, become active. We need a lot more people, you know, who are actually involved to be doing stuff like that. But anyway, there's one last tip that I saw on my comments here, and it was from Science Stripes, who says, I think the biggest tip for extracting with samples is to have everyone take them to the extract and dropping them on the ground. You have to be super careful about the bug with picking them up. Do it fast and it glitches out and you can't pick them up. With my group, we all drop our samples, have one person pick them up and run the extract and drop them on the ground near the egg vac. That way, if people die, it doesn't mean you have to find dead bodies. You just pick them up off the ground and jump in the ship. I don't know about console, but PC, you just hold X to drop items. I think this is a great tip. I think everyone should listen to it. And thank you so much, Science Stripes, for the tip. I'm very appreciative of it, and I'm sure the community as well. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to ASMR Cigars, who gave me inspiration to actually make this video. He commented saying search and destroy missions would be better option for farming. No bot/bug drops unless you start the fight. So thank you so much, ASMR Cigars. I thank you for the comment, and go ahead and, you know, keep doing what you're doing, my man. And one more comment that I see here that inspired me to make this video was Ace Brother 17. Too bad I have played all weekend and there isn't a single defend campaign, only liberation campaigns. I feel you. That was my sentiments exactly as well, so that's why I made this video as well, so you guys could get a little more insight on another way to get some samples. So thank you, Ace Brother 17. You're the man. Keep doing what you're doing. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that there is still a way to get samples and you guys aren't completely out in the dark. I know most of you probably have your ships max level, or some of you are like me, where you have most of them, but you'll have one or two upgrades you're still lacking, or you're just new to the game and you're just trying to get your samples starting out. Whatever situation you're in, this is the best way you can get your samples by far. So if you thought any of today's information was helpful, how about you drop a like and comment and consider subscribing to my channel. I'm going to be trying to be putting out a lot more content lately. I didn't put anything out last week because it was a bit rough, but I will be keeping up with you guys. We got more Battlefront Classic Collection content coming out. We are going to be doing more Elden Ring live streams, and we also have a lot more to do in Helldivers, obviously, with all the new content coming and them dropping all the new guns, which ruined my last video. So anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. My name is Xarxes,
and spread managed democracy throughout the galaxy.